Hello. Hi, everybody. Here we are. And Barbara's on. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you. And Jessica, thank you for coming today to see more about the membership. We're so excited you're here. Everybody out there, let me know you're watching, maybe where you're watching from. This is a little different. We're here on a Monday, and Michelle's helping me again. Thank you, Michelle. She's going to help field questions too. So today we're going to have potentially some Q&A questions and help everybody understand what the membership's about and go from there. And I, of course, am, looking at my hair in the window thinking, it's a Monday, right? Okay. And there's Gail. Hi, Gail. Thanks for watching. Everybody looking forward to the upcoming week. In Kansas City here, we're getting ready and we're getting excited for the Super Bowl. Everybody's going to be wearing red all week, and it's kind of nice because it coincides with the month of Valentine's, so that's excellent. What do you think, Michelle? Go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
Talking about some wonderful things about the membership. So first of all, the membership is going to have sewing projects. It's also going to offer history lessons, virtual field trips, and as well as inspirational reading. And the content will be offered in several different ways within the membership website. There will be videos to watch. There will be PDFs to print. Hi, Sally. And there will be also material that's some more inspirational and some more specific technique oriented and helping you learn to improve your skills in sewing and learning a lot of shortcuts too. If you saw the email that went out, I talked about Mary Meyer, who's working on the sewing projects with me, and also my mom, Donna. Mom, I don't know if you knew there was a live today, so she might not be on today with me. But yeah, so we're going to have a great group of people mentoring, teaching, and we're going to have some exciting inspiration. So today I'm going to show you a few more things from the membership and also introduce you to Jenny Allen, who's the first guest artist interview that will be included in the membership video content. And I will tell you too, we had a question about whether or not the materials downloadable. And yes, it is. So every piece of content within this membership, you will be able to download if you decide to leave the membership, and you will be able to, take it with you essentially. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Gail. And so there's going to be really, really great information, and I feel like you're going to be inspired creatively. It's going to be a super convenient way to learn new things and kind of embrace your creative spirit and bring you joy. It's all about, finding a little more joy in life and doing it through handmade. So speaking of handmade, let's show a couple projects. One other question we had was, how many supplies and what am I going to need to purchase to make the projects in this membership? And really, we're trying to help you work with your own collection or your own stash of supplies and tools and notions. And Mary and I found a quilt block last week, and I said, hey, Mary, let's why not see if we can create a pouch with this vintage quilt block, this orphan quilt block. So if you can see just how much fun this orange is with the red zipper, and then Mary made this amazing fun wooden bead tassel, and it even has buttons in it. I'm going to show that up close. So, those are the kind of fun things we're going to create together. We're gonna share really unique ideas that take your creativity to a more fun and interesting place. And then here, I mean, a lot of you probably have potential linens at home that maybe this linen was actually had a stain in it. So, and here was the before. You can see it was a dresser scarf. And, you know, Mary came up with the idea we could even use this as a flap later on the pouch. But I just love the little birdie. And so now we're able to take something that maybe was hidden in a closet, in a drawer, and we're able to make something useful and that, you know, could carry your cosmetics, it could carry your rotary cutter and your tools. So we're gonna provide you, you know, granted there's one project a month, but really you're gonna be able to really take that single project and replicate it many times with the inspiration we provide. And this is an example. There's Tamra, my friend Tamra. Hi, Tamra. So glad you're here again. So this project, first of all, this is Amy Ellis's fabric line from Moda. So you'll be learning about new fabric lines in this group, new fabric designers. And this is a pre-cut project with, you know, mini charms. And there's Dawn. Dawn won our prize last week, and it's in the mail tomorrow, Dawn. This week we're not going to do a prize, but keep in mind when I do these Facebook Lives, I'm trying to do giveaways every time we do the Facebook Live on Fridays. So regularly I'm here at on Friday at 1 Central. So this is another, just wanted to share all the fun that we're having, creating with, for the membership. And I mentioned too that my mom is helping and she's making things. Well, I'm going to give you some even more insider information. The month, there's the Pearl Button month, which will be February. And then the following month in the membership, we are going to be talking about bandanas. And I have a collection of vintage bandanas. There's some fun history there to tell. And then, you know, so many different ways you can use bandanas, particularly most lately, we've seen them used in masks. So when we're in this membership, we're definitely going to try to bring projects to you that are relevant and practical and useful and timely. So keep that in mind as you consider what this is and if it might be right for you. So this quick is the PDF printable. I showed this maybe last time, but just to give you an idea, you're going to get heirloom artwork, we're calling it, where you'll be able to print and make tags, labels, you know, different projects that are more paper-based or sew on paper. We've talked about that before in the workshop. And by the way, the workshop is only available till the end of today. Tonight. So if you haven't had a chance to finish watching those videos, don't forget to do that. And there's also inspirational reading that is part of this membership. So, you know, when you're ready for some downtime and you don't have any more Netflix to watch, you can take your Modern Maker reading inspiration and have a cup of coffee and learn more about the history of handmade, the Women's Institute, and their timeless wisdom, Mary Brooks Picken, and her amazing stories and her amazing wisdom that is really kind of where this all started for me, and passing it on with, if you are new and haven't been here before, the Vintage Notions book is where it started, in sharing the vintage notions. And so this has led to me wanting to build this community where we can share our love for sewing and history and notions and fabrics, handmade, and so many of us have a connection there with family too. So this is a membership you could think about, you know, inviting a family member to join too, or maybe a friend across the country. And it would be a platform where you could, you know, enjoy each other's ideas and creativity and just have some fun. So artists. So I mentioned artist interviews. I am wearing a scarf that is made of beautiful velvet. You can see this hand dyed. This is a scarf that I bought, quite honestly, it could be 25 years ago. And it's never gone out of style. I love it. Jenny Allen created it. And recently I ran into her at a handmade show and invited her to be our first guest maker in the platform or in the membership. And so she is part of the membership program for this coming month. We'll be learning about Jenny's artwork, and you can see how she uses mother of pearl buttons. These are a couple of her pieces, and you know, I loved the idea that she was working with mother of pearl in such a unique way. You can see the eyes of this stamped face, and I love the vintage yo-yo. If anybody loves yo-yos, I think yo-yos will definitely be on the list to be part of the membership one of the months as our theme. And this is just a fun, this is the reason I bought this guy. His name is Jack, and my son is Jack. So Jack the cat. Every vintage pearl button a prayer. For the love of all animals, pets, and friends, my gratitude. Hand-dyed cotton, embroidery, and vintage buttons. So that is Jenny Allen's work. And within the membership, there'll be about a 20-minute interview that I did with her. And I'll be then sharing her work throughout the that time where I share the story of her story, really, of what she creates with and why with mother of pearl buttons. Let's see. Another quick note, we do have a, hi Irene, how are you? This is the foundational content in the membership. So, and keep in mind, this is all digital content. So there will be a PDF that you can download and look at it on your device, mobile device or desktop. You can print it and, you know, keep your materials in a notebook, like your little curriculum for the membership. And then the language of fashion is also another piece that's in the membership. And that is much, hi Sheila, much, you know, many more pages. So you may or may not want to print this. People have asked, can I buy the printed version of this? I don't really want to use up all that ink at home to print it. You can get this on Amazon if you want it in the printable form. So just FYI on that. And you can look in here, there's the definition of mother of pearl buttons, definitions of all sorts of fashion styles, types of buttons, types of laces, types of fabrics. So it'll be kind of our, just our resource, or as it's called, a dictionary and digest of fabric, sewing, and dress. And there's Anne. Hi, Anne. Anne's from Muscatine, and she's here today. It's so good that you're here, Anne. I love, in fact, Anne, you guys made the, she made several of the tethers for the face masks with the buttons, and she posted them in our group, on this group. So that was exciting to see how quickly you created those, Anne. A little more about the history, since we're a quick shout out to Muscatine, Iowa, the pearl button capital of the world. And this is I'm sharing a graphic that's in my collection that's very, you know, unique and rare. That's the word I was looking for. And this graphic shows you all of the different button card graphics and then some different buttons that matched up. So it's like a salesman sample. And I just, in my collection, I have some really unique treasures like this. And this is another one. When Jenny creates, she has made both a mermaid doll that is amazing and a buffalo doll that she has incorporated the smoky pearl buttons in her artwork. So that's another theme that an example of something in my collection that I'll be sharing as the history lesson progresses. So I'm wondering if anybody has any questions out there. Michelle, do you have any? Have you?
Say,
okay.
When does enrollment end for the membership?
Okay. When does enrollment end for the membership? Enrollment ends at midnight tonight Central. So not too few hours away, and you'll want to go to you can just go to amybarackman.com/membership, and that's where you can find a video there where I share more information. You can look at all the details. There's a FAQ section that if you have any questions about it, you could also, if you don't find answers there, you can email info@amybarackman.com, and we'll do our best to field any questions you have. You can ask questions in the comments below this live video. If you are watching this video later, please just go ahead and ask your questions there, and we'll do our best to answer them. It's also Valentine's coming up, and I did want to tell you about the amybarackman.com. I recently put a blog post up, and it has some fun fabric Valentine that's been embellished. Diane Stanley added her creative touch with both beads and embroidery too, so don't miss that. I wanted to bring that to your attention. And also, that makes me think of this Friday. So I have exciting news. This Friday, I am heading down to Arkansas to pick up my daughter at school. But I'm going to go by Crystal Bridges, the art museum, and visit. They have a new exhibit that just opened called Craft in America. And so I'm going to be down at the museum, and I'm not sure. I'm going to try to go live from down at the Crystal Bridges Museum while I'm there, because that's how the timing is going to work from when I have to pick up my daughter at school. So I hope you'll all understand why, if I'm not live at 1 Central on Friday, I either didn't have a good internet connection or got a flat tire on the way down there. Or the exhibit was so incredible that I could not leave in time. But that, again, could be something I'll share with the members in the membership, because that's a pretty special opportunity. I'm going actually the first day of the exhibit to see this exhibit, and I'm really excited about it. So I know I'll be sharing more about that in the membership, and I'll update here on my way when I'm a week from Friday if I'm not here. Hopefully that week we'll know that the Chiefs are world champions of the Super Bowl, right, Michelle?
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else that we need to talk about.
Why might somebody want to join as a founding member?
The founding member, why is that the place to be, right? Well, first of all, the founding members are going to get the lowest price that we're going to offer. So this is it at that price. And we don't really know when we'll reopen the membership. That's going to be decided, probably in several months, because the goal here is to really get into working with our founding member group and providing a wonderful and fulfilling experience for them, and learning what's really working for people. And then we will go back out again in the future and bring another cohort of members into the group. So that's the idea, that as a founding member, you're going to get the best price, and you're going to really be more intimately involved in creating something really special, and getting to know maybe a really nice original group that launches this with me. And it seems like we have some fantastic members that have joined, that have commented in the platform, and I've conversed with them, and everybody seems really excited about what we're going to be doing with our creativity. We're going to be, focusing on appreciation and knowledge, like Mary says, is the key, is really the key, the appreciation and knowledge to bring more joy and meaning into what you're making in this membership. And there's Kate. Hi, Kate. Thanks for watching. So it's going to be fun. I don't want you to miss out. The hours are ticking. So again, if you have any questions, please reach out. And one more, Michelle, or a couple more?
So is there any risk if you
Well, that's good. People have asked is there a return policy? You have 60 days to try this membership. If within 60 days you're not happy or you're not feeling that we're delivering on what your expectations, no questions asked, you will get a full refund. So that is the window so we really wanted people to be willing to have that security and know that they could jump in and try it. Now that being said, if you're in there, we really want you to be serious about this as something that you love and really are enthusiastic about what we're doing. But again, it's a self-paced membership, and you're welcome to get as involved in the group and be conversational. I think that's where you're going to get the most out of the group and the platform. But if you prefer to be more, behind the scenes and just enjoy the creative content and consume it, everybody is welcome, and there is no pressure here. It's supposed to be something that's fun, enjoyable, and really inspiring. So, we know how much creativity, I think, especially in today's situation out there where we're all kind of, not doing all the creative things we're accustomed to. If we're not going to our, guild meetings or our craft fairs, this will give you a little taste of it, a little piece of it right at home. Hi, Jules. Thanks for watching. Yes.
So
Michelle?
Jules actually has a question.
Okay.
She says 1 project a month plus artist tour group chat. So that's all included.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The projects, this is a really good question because I don't think I explained this. The projects, like for instance, this month's month one's project includes 3 different videos. An introductory video where I share the construction methods, the fabric options, including like upcycling ideas, and embellishment options for the project. The following 2 videos you'll watch are the construction methods, and Mary works with me on those. We both are, teaching you throughout those 2 videos. And then there's an artist interview, and that's Jenny Allen. In fact, I forgot to show, this is the bracelet, another one of her pieces with mother of pearl buttons. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. And it's stretchy, it's so comfortable. And she did one big mother of pearl for the closure, which I think are the finding on there. So that's included. There's also a mother of pearl history lesson that I'm putting together. I'm trying to think if and then the PDF of the reading, right? Yeah. The PDF of the reading. And for instance, like in this, this has a couple essays. This is an essay, The Spirit of Service, written by Mary Brooks Picken, and this is on the anniversary. You can see that graphic. This is celebrating, I think, the 8th anniversary of the Women's Institute. The school went on to educate 400,000 women across the world in domestic arts, cooking, sewing, dressmaking, and millinery. And the founder, Mary Brooks Picken, is really, she's kind of I call her the fairy godmother of sewing and fashion and dress. And so her essays, her philosophy, her wisdom is some of what truly inspired my Vintage Notions book that I shared with you. So she will continue to inspire us throughout the membership. And then I found a fun little article on buttons. This is how they're made out of the clamshells. And this was like, I have a really nice collection of vintage children's books, including some amazing sewing children's books on teaching sewing. And I don't want to say girl sewing, because we just last week I shared the Dainty Work for Dainty People book, which had the pricking technique that we then used in the sewing project we did in the workshop. So, and that was for boys and girls. Everybody learned to sew. I mean, everybody should learn to sew, right? It's, in my estimation, it's an essential skill for life. And so if you can join this membership and even bring in maybe a younger member of your family, and you can use some of these, projects to teach them to sew or inspire their creativity. I just think in today's world, with technology consuming so much of our time, a break from it for this type of creativity is really going to be valuable to, happiness and having some fun with family and friends. And so that's what we're working on. Right, Michelle? Right. All right. Well, I think I've kind of covered everything. What do you think?
Yeah, and there's no more questions, but
okay.
If anybody watches this, they can definitely leave a question, and you'll get back to them.
Right. Yes. If you have a question, please leave it in the comments, and I'll get back in touch and let you know any of that information. And again, if you do have any friends that you think, wait a minute, I might want to do this with my sister in Michigan, sister-in-law, hi Maria, that you could invite them in, and it could be something that could be a long distance, little sewing guild for you and your friends. And I do see many people inviting their friends to this Facebook group. And so I really, really, really appreciate that. So if you know anybody who likes vintage, who enjoys sewing, invite them over here to this group. You just add them, and then I just go in and, okay them as members. So the more the merrier. We want to keep, spreading the joy of sewing and the history of handmade. Delightful DIY is the way I like to think about it, because there are so many delightful, thanks again for making this delightful pearl button pouch, Mary. And look forward to, if you're in the membership, making some of these with us, and grab your supplies and your past loved vintage textiles, your forgotten dress or scarf that's in a trunk under the bed. Pull it out, and we'll get working on some really fun projects together. All right? Okay. Signing off. Remember, tonight's the night. Please join up if you're considering it. And if you have more questions, feel free to reach out. Take care. And go Chiefs!